While I was being introduced, I couldn't help but notice the irony of being called a young historian in a room where the average age is, 15? But such is. In relative terms, when people think of historians, they think of grey hair and rather serious demeanors and, very stern people. This is written in the early 18th century by Chhatrapati Shivaji's nephew. But he's actually critiquing caste. He's actually saying that society has to improve, and he's doing it through a funny play that was actually staged in public, that was actually put in front of people, in a temple no less. And that's the other great thing about Indian history, which is that it really broadens your mind. It really gives you these gems that are just unknown, that are untold, because we are the ones who reduce history to 5 kings and 5 dates. In reality, it's about human experience, and human experience is complex. It's about human beings who stood up, said what needed to be said, even if it was not popular, dared to dream big, dared to dream of a better world. And I think that is the message that perhaps you should take back from this talk. The conference here is called Transforming India, but perhaps the first step to transforming India is to transform yourselves and transform the way you look at the world. And if you do that, then the country will also be transformed. Thank you.
Vanakkam, welcome to Coimbatore. Not many people actually want to understand the failures that you went through. Was it that happened before? And
Starting the first question with failure, so I'm talking about it. So we've done 5 businesses before, I've done, right? And all of them failed. I took money from my dad for the first 5 businesses, and he kept investing in me. Why don't you try this? And I said, yeah. And then I went again, and I said, I want to do this. Then he said, okay, take this money, do that. When I was doing my 6th business, he said, I am no longer giving you money, right? I am done. You're losing all my money. Boat has been decently well. I wouldn't say it's a success story yet. It is done well, but miles to go, right? Still too much to be done. So 5 failures and 1 success. People don't remember failures. People just talk about success. There was a Pakistani player called Afridi. He used to lie about his age. I think you guys also lie about your age, right? You guys are all college students sitting here dressed as school students. So, our employees are very happy. They are working with me, so they are very happy working with me. No? That's not a good answer? No? Sorry. But we do a lot of things for our employees here. If you don't keep them happy, my old employer was called JBL. He did not keep me happy. I started Boat. Now I'm fighting with him.
Conclave is happening for the 3 days. So many speakers from different walks of life have shared their experiences, interacted with you, and in fact, would have laid out a roadmap for whatever you are having in your mind for the future. I think it's very nice to have such an exposure very early in your life so that you can set up a goal for yourself and try to move towards that. Everything is going to contribute to the development of the society. Thank you very much for the opportunity. All the best.
In first runner-up place, we've got from Sriram Universal School, Laksha, Hiral, Jaya Jain, Harshika Jain and Afshin. The second runner-up gets a cash award of rupees 50,000 rupees. The first runner-up, these wonderful girls get a cash prize of rupees 75,000, and the winner gets rupees 1 lakh. We've got so many sharks in our tank, don't we? Okay, in first place, from Emerald Heights International School, Indore, Arsh Roop Singh and Sami Swaz. And taking forward, they always say that a successful or an impactful entrepreneur is one who solves or cites a problem in society. And we've got some social impact special awards. This is a special mention to some students from the RU Continuum who spotted an idea that's going to solve and make society much better. I'll call them up immediately. Satyan, Nivedita, Sanhita and Vedavarna. Please come on stage. Please welcome on stage, Mr. Kishan Das.
Okay, hi, ellarkum vanakkam first of all. So thank you so much SSVM for having me here first of all. Coimbatore is like a second home to me. I have a lot of family and friends here. So it's great to be here with all of you. My calling was theatre. I studied in this school in Chennai. It's a school, it's not a school, it's a township. There are, so on the school, they don't like academics or that. And if you ask me, I feel there are 3 kinds of students. Now, if I'm going to say these kinds, and if you find yourselves as this kind, please make some noise. There are kids who study extremely well. Any of you here? SSVM, ma'am, all of you are extremely good studying students. Okay? And people who might not, no ma'am, not like that. Okay, we'll have a conversation after this, ma'am. And there are kids who might not be into academics, they might be into sports or extracurricular activities. How many of you? Yeah? Super. Lot more noise for this. And there is a third kind, which is my kind, where you're bad at both. I was that kind, where எங்க வீட்ல சொல்லுவாங்க ஏதாவது ஒன்னு பண்ணு பரவாயில்லை பிரச்சனைல மாட்டி பிரின்சிபல் ரூம் கூப்பிட்டா கூட பரவாயில்லை ஏதாவது ஒன்னு பண்ணு ஸ்கூல்ல எதுவுமே பண்ண மாட்டேன். I'll just be silent.
Is the social media bad or good?
ஐயோ என்ன போசுக்குன்னு எப்படி? How old are you?
12.
Oh my god.
Which social media app are you on?
I am not in anything.
Not anything, okay.
Then it's very good. You are very good.
See, if I can answer it by also being safe, I'd say anything, too much of anything is good, too much of anything is bad. So I'm not going to say social media is bad, but anyone who seeks something good in everything will only find good in it. So if you seek to grow on social media, you'll find that. But if you're on social media to mind your own business, make content, do what you love, you'll only get that in return. I think that's the best answer I can give you at this age.
What we're going to show you is an amazing fusion of flute and beatboxing. Now this, my friends, is going to mesmerize you. A performance by Divyansh and also Manuraj.
Now that we've gotten the melody out of the way, it's time to get you all skipping to a different tune.
Woke up this morning feeling so inspired. In fact, there are so many experiences out there, so much to learn from, and so much to do. Don't you agree? Yes. So today, it's the day 3 of our SSVM's Transforming India Conclave, and I'm filled with gratitude and inspiration by the incredible journey we have undertaken together. Today we celebrate you. So thank you to all the gurus, inspirational gurus, for making us who we are today and for inspiring us to do incredible work for our country and for the nation, for the world. So get ready to be a part of this inspiring celebration as we applaud these unsung heroes who play a pivotal role in shaping the future of our youth.
Where do you find this audacity, Raj Shamani?
Okay, so I feel everybody is audacious. It's just, it takes them certain level of confidence to put it in front of people. But deep down inside, everybody is courageous, everybody is audacious. In our head, we are Shah Rukh Khans in our own world, right? Like, we are our own heroes. I don't think that anyone here thinks less of himself or herself. We all have this audacity to go out. It's just, I used to put that audacity in a diary. Some people do that with their friends, some people do that with their parents, some people do that on stage, but we all do have it. If you want to start something of your own, you need to keep 3 things in mind. Number 1, start meeting as many people as you can. Because the more people you meet, the broader your horizon gets. What has happened in my life because of this, I'll tell you that. Because I met a random stranger and went to eat Pani Puri with him, he gave me an opportunity to speak at United Nations Assembly. Then, just because I meet a random person, that person became my first angel investor in my company. I got my first investment because I made random. That random person is Nikhil Kamath. How many of you know about Kamath brothers? Right? Zerodha. Right? Yeah. So random things happen. Now tip number 2 is you need to start learning about something that you're obsessed with. But whatever you're obsessed with, just start learning more about it. You should be the person in your entire class who should know more about that industry than anyone else. And the tip number 3, and the most important is, every day when you go to bed, make a chart of plus and minus. This is the most important activity you need to do. Okay? You write, under plus, you write all the things that you're proud of today. And under minus, you write all the things that you're not proud of today. When you do this for a week, you'll realize what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses. What do you think is your strength and what do you think is your weakness? And then plus and minus analysis will make you so self-aware that will eventually help you understand what is my strength and how can I use this strength to start a business in an industry that I'm obsessed with and take help of people that I'm meeting every day. And that's how businesses are formed.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Raj Shamani.
Thank you.
we've all had a lot of teachings and takeaways so far. So I want to start with, how are you doing? Are you happy in life?
First of all, thank you for having me here. Yes, I am extremely happy because I've recently completed my PhD.
How have you dealt with the pressure of the label prodigy?
My mom is good in setting goals, but it has never been a pressure point that you have no other option than attaining it. So she usually does this. This is your goal, do your best. But I've never felt that kind of a pressure. It never happens to me even during exams. Not just my school or university exams, but I had completed 13 international certification exams in computer science right from my 10 years of age.
Your achievements are not intimidating, they're truly inspiring. So when we talk about transforming India, you're transforming India just by existing, just by doing. Thank you for being you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the lovely Miss Vidyulekha Raman for our Taboo Talks is a lot of conversations you've had in private with friends, wherein reservations about your body, your size, your shape, how it was discussed in public, how you were trolled. Yeah. And more importantly, just the general narrative around people and their bodies. And that really resonated with people, right?
Yeah.
What is that switch that went off in your brain where you were suddenly comfortable having these conversations in public? Because they're not easy conversations to have.
They're not. For as long as I remember, Satya, I've always been the chubby girl. I was never skinny growing up. I was never skinny in my adolescent age. And I am certainly not skinny now. I don't aspire to be as well. I just want to be healthy.
Hello, ma'am. My name is Gaurav.
Hi.
I have a question. You said that you had self-doubts and all. Even I have every now and then. So how did you overcome them?
Have a little bit of self-doubt, but just know that you need to focus all that wonderful positive energy you have towards your passion, towards something you truly love. I'm sure there is something extracurricular or academic, or maybe even both, which you're so passionate about.
Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, I've enjoyed talking to this somebody. Can we please give her a huge round of applause?
I am a storyteller. I love it. Okay. I am a storyteller. You are a storyteller. What should you say? Good. I want you all to think, with our children having so much potential, what are we doing with them? Correct. Think about it. Okay? Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, one and all present here. And I was astonished to see this list of speakers who are present here, because Mr. Sonam Wanchuk, so it's unlucky that I missed that session, because I happened to hear his talk during my training in IAS Academy. He must be inspirational to all of you, because he is the one who never studied, but then he has invented so much, and he has did this creative learning, and also this education is not about only just reading and writing and then reproducing in the examinations. It's more about your values, it's more about the life skills, it's about the skills to develop certain things which are needed by the society is the one which is education. So he is the real transformer of the education in the country.
Sir, what do you do when you are not motivated, sir?
To motivate yourself, you have to look at some parts of your life that you've done some achievements, some good parts. Look at the things that you want and ask yourself, do I still have the goods? Do I still have the skill? Oh, I want to do this. If I really work hard, can it be done? Okay, so that is one place that you can start. You're not motivated, but at least start. Then I look at my parents and their faces in my head. They motivate me because they were such nice people, such achievers, And now my kids motivate me. I don't want to tell my kids to be fit and strong. I just want them to know this is how life is. You got to be fit. You got to be strong. You got to be resilient. So my generation above me and a generation below me motivates me when I'm really down.
So that's what, see, today the people, whoever was here, they didn't say I had to work hard to come to that level. They all had the passion, they made it immediately. But if you have to follow somebody, when your heart is not ready for it, you have to work hard. Be it even reading a book, be it a game, be it learning music, or be it spontaneously speaking English. If you want to become a master of something and that's your passion, first prove it to your parents. How is that? Get up on time. Go for that game. You should not expect that your mom or dad should go for that, take you for that game. Go to school on time. Come back, complete your homework on time. Again, work on the area where you wanted to improve. Go to bed on time. Be consistent. This is what for past 3 days I keep repeatedly saying. Consistency in what you do. Have 3 in your mind. Goal 1, goal 2, goal 3. So what is that first I'm going to do? Put it in front of you, on top of your cot, and start working on it. So today's day being the last day, the inspirational guru. So day after tomorrow we have the Teachers' Day coming up. To honor the teachers, only this month, September, we normally celebrate this Transforming India Conclave. It's an honor for the teachers. I want every school to celebrate this. Celebrating a teacher is something like seeing a teacher inside the Garbhagraham. That is what I always feel. A school can be. A school building cannot be without anybody. So who's the main person there? The teacher. So without the teacher, Sishyas cannot be. So every student understand the value of teacher. How important your teacher is. When today we learn to give respect for them, tomorrow you will not know, the whole world will be standing in queue to respect you. Success is in your hands. It's how you see it. So the people who have won, who have not won, that's not the target. You have learned. Thank you very much.